Good morning. It's Tuesday, 20th of October 2015. This is Sylvia Shivamurthy and you're listening to the newspaper reviews on www.athavaneng.com. Let's now move to the newspaper highlights in daily news. The top headline says, CID probe points to Ekneligoda being killed. Believed to have been killed in Manampitiya transit camp run by Pillayan. Body dumped in sea off Trincomalee. Made to disappear in orders of high-ranking individual in defense establishment. The Criminal Investigation Department officers conducting investigations into the disappearance of journalist Pragneet Ekneligoda have unearthed evidence to suggest that he may have been killed and dumped in the seas off Trincomalee. Police said Ekneligoda may have been taken to a camp in Sorivella in the Manampitiya area before being murdered and dumped in the sea off Trincomalee. And there's another highlight which says, President convenes all-party meeting on October 22nd. President Maithripala Sirisena convened an all-party meeting on October 22nd to discuss about the war crimes inquiry mechanism. Invitations for the all-party meeting have already been sent out to all political parties irrespective of their presence in Parliament. At the all-party meeting, political parties will express their views on forming a war crimes inquiry mechanism with the participation of international stakeholders. Another headline says, Fast by Tamil prisoners. PM calls for full report. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe has sought a full report over the Fast Unto Death campaign conducted by Tamil prisoners demanding their release in various prisons island-wide. The Prime Minister has directed Law and Order Minister Tilak Marapana and officials to send him the detailed report of their charges and the duration in jail. And the highlight at the bottom says, Kondaya released, not quite. The Minuwanguda magistrate yesterday released Dunesh Priyashantha alias Kondaya, arrested in connection with the murder and rape of 5-year-old Seya Sendavmi in Kotadeniyawa. Priyashantha alias Kondaya was released after CID informed court that a DNA report of the suspect did not match samples taken from the scene of the crime. However, Kondaya has been further remanded till November 2nd since he has 2 more pending cases in Gampaha and Athanagala magistrate courts. Seya Sendavmi was found murdered on September 13th. Priyashantha, who went into hiding after the murder, was arrested on September 23rd. He later confessed to the rape and murder of the child. Priyashantha later recanted his confession and implicated his brother. And now let's move to the paper highlights in Daily Mirror. The headline says, Unidentified suspect found hanging in police cell. An unidentified man arrested on suspicion by the Vellampitiya police has allegedly hung himself inside the police cell yesterday afternoon. The deceased was found hanging from an iron bar of the police cell around 3:40 p.m. by a torn piece of sarong he was wearing. There's another highlight which says, Sajin seeks permission to go abroad. Former UPFA parliamentarian Sajin Divas Gunawardena yesterday filed a motion requesting the Colombo Chief Magistrate Court to grant him permission to go abroad to seek medical treatment. Gunawardena, who has a court case against him for not revealing his assets, was banned from leaving the country following a court case filed by the Bribery Commission. After considering the request, Colombo Chief Magistrate Gihan Pilapitiya yesterday issued notice on Bribery Commission officials to appear before the court today in order to consider Gunawardena's request. The headline at the bottom left corner says, UNHRC resolution to be tabled in-house today. The United Nations Human Rights Council approved resolution containing several recommendations made to the Sri Lankan government on alleged human rights violations during the armed conflict will be tabled in Parliament this afternoon. The highlight at the bottom says, Sex workers seek legal recognition. An organization calling itself the Center for Sex Workers' Rights yesterday requested President Maithripala Sirisena to legalize their occupation and provide them legal recognition so that they could continue with their profession without any hindrance. And now let's look at the newspaper highlights in Ceylon today. The top headline says, PM reviews Chinese submarine status. Sri Lanka will allow future submarine visits by China provided they are not too frequent. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe has said, underlining that the mistrust with India in the past could have been avoided if it had been kept in the picture about the dockings. Another headline says, Kodikara denied bail. United People's Freedom Alliance Provincial Councillor Upali Kodikara was arrested yesterday by the Cinnamon Gardens police for obstructing police duty, said police sources. The highlight at the bottom says, Interpol red alert suspect spotted in Colombo. A suspect wanted by Interpol on charges of stabbing jailed Maldivian ex-president Mohammad Nasheed's lawyer has been spotted in Colombo, News World India said. We brought you the paper highlights in today's newspapers and we'll be bringing back more tomorrow. Thank you.